Hello friends, you're the Lonesome Gamer and I'm playing Eldritch Horror. And until now I'd say it's not too bad. The Doom track is at 9 and well, for now I just killed one deep one, so I have to kill 2 more to solve the first mystery. But there's a chance that I can kill another one in the following turn, and if we're lucky we might be also able to close 2 gates in the next turn. So I guess there is it's not looking too bad actually. So Leo Anderson starts again, and he's here, and there is this clue token and underneath an Eldritch token, so that means we can fight a deep one there. And so he will not move away, but he will rest, which gives him 1 sanity. Yeah. And well, I guess that's it then. Yeah, there's nothing else you can do. And then it's Trish Scarborough, and well, first of all, she will prepare for travel. She's in the city, so she can do that. No, wait a second. That's wrong, by the way. This is not Trish. Trish is here. That's Trish. So let's see. Yeah, I think she will also rest, and that allows her to take also another sanity. And then she travels to Arkham. And now it's Diana Stanley, and she will prepare for travel and take a ship ticket, and then she will travel, and she moves here, and then she spends that ticket and she moves to Sydney. Okay, so that was the action phase, and now we come to the encounter phase. So Leo Anderson, he has to fight that deep one, and he better defeats it. So first he's got to do a horror check, and well, he's got a will of 3 and a +2 during combat encounters because of the Holy Cross. So these are 5 dice then. That's a good thing. So, and remember, horror checks are a little different than in Arkham Horror. If the horror number of the monster is higher than your number of successes, then you subtract your number of successes and you will lose the remaining number. So let's see, we need at least 2 successes. That's not enough, that's just 1 success, so that means we will lose 1 sanity. That's not so terrible, but okay. And then we will use that carbine rifle, which gives us +5. So we have 8, strength of 8. And it's important to remember, and I forgot that during my last videos, but luckily it wasn't so important there. In this game you cannot add all your cards together. So I cannot now, for example, take the hired muscle and the carbine rifle. That's not possible. I can only, I will always use the card with the highest benefit. So in this case it's the carbine rifle, and that's +5. So and I cannot use the muscle here. But what I could do, I can still re-roll 1 die. So when adding dice, you can only take the highest modifier, but you can use more cards when it comes to other things than adding dice. Some special things, like for example re-rolling dice. So yeah, I hope that was not too confusing now. So after all, we have now 8 dice to kill that deep one, and we need 2 successes because he's got a life value of 2. And actually we don't have 8 dice but only 7, because it says strength -1. Okay, so let's see. And yeah, here we go. Twice a 5, so we were successful and we managed to kill that deep one. Very good. And then we can spend 1 clue. So that's what we do. Spend a clue. Oops. Okay. And discard it, and then we can take that Eldritch Horror token here and place it onto this mystery card. So now the second of 3 deep ones is killed. So then it's Trish Scarborough, and she's now here in Sydney. So now she has to face the monster first. Before you can encounter a location with a monster, you always have to fight the monster. And only if you defeat the monster, only if there is no monster left on that location, then you can have an encounter there. And of course, again, I mixed that up. Trish is the one up here. So she's the one with the ghoul. So let's see, this guy is not so bad, I guess. So first we have to do a horror check. She's got a will of 2, which is not so amazing. But this guy gives you a +1, so she has 3 dice. And she only needs 1 success. And she has that. Very good. And then she can use her automatic. So she altogether she comes now with 6 strength. And she needs 1 strength to kill the ghoul. But she needs 1 success to kill the ghoul, but she needs 2 successes not to take damage. And if she would take damage, then she would gain a paranoia condition. So let's see. Oh, you're kidding. No success. Well, that's bad. That's pretty bad. So now we take 2 damage. That was a very bad roll, actually. We take 2 damage and a paranoia condition. Fantastic. Okay, so now there is no encounter for her. She has to, and she will not go on fighting that ghoul, but she can fight him in the next turn then. And then it's her, Diana Stanley, and she can now use her... Wait a second. That's interesting. That's an action. Damn it. I didn't realize that. It's an action. Damn. So I think actually she has to fight that cultist, because if she would remove him, he'd had to take, or she had to take this action. Okay. Well, so she has to fight him. Let's see. Not so bad, actually. No horror check, and we only need one success to kill him. So, yeah, I think I will use my wither spell anyway. So, that means we got to do a lore test now. And yeah, we can use whatever, either the arcane manuscripts or the arcane scholar, it doesn't matter, it gives us +1. So we have 5, and we need a success to gain +3. Oh, come on, this is terrible. Now we're rolling really bad. That was a very, very bad turn. That can be... okay. Yeah, that was definitely a problem now. That might have been the game, maybe. Because now it's very likely that in the next turn the Doom track will move 2 spaces ahead. Just because I was really unlucky. Okay, anyway, it's not over yet. So, anyway, we could roll again when resolving a... yeah, that's the Arcane Scholar helps here. So maybe we can make it now. Yeah, we did it! Awesome! Thanks to this guy, fantastic! So we could activate our spell anyway. And now we have a +3 for combat tests. So... okay, and then we have to flip the card. The spell compacts and twists the target's body. Lose 1 sanity. Okay, so... then flip this card. Okay. And then we now have 6 dice to kill the cultist. No, we didn't do it. That's actually pretty ridiculous. We didn't manage to do that. Oh man. Yeah, the body is twisted, but it's not killed. I'm extremely unlucky here. Okay. Okay, so no more encounters for my people, which is extremely bad. And then I have to draw a Mythos card. Yeah, that's a bad one. Or maybe not so bad. Let's see. First of all, this thing moves. The Omen track moves. And because we have here a gate in London, that moves now here. And then we have this trigger sign. And this is now the problem, because now the stars aligned token says advance the omen by 1. And that's now the bad part, because now we have to pay for the fact that we were rolling so terribly bad. That means now the omen goes, the Doom track moves 2 spaces ahead. And yeah, that was not necessary actually. And I'm really annoyed about that actually. I'm really angry about this. And now this this rumor is also triggered, and that goes away now, and with the rumor all assets of the game go away. But okay, I mean, we have a lot of stuff now, we collected lots of them, so maybe we can somehow live with that. In addition, Each investigator in a C space that does not contain an Eldritch token places an Eldritch token on his space. So this is this guy here. So here we have now an Eldritch token. And then, anything else? Yeah, the paranoia of Trish. This is looking so bad. When you perform a rest, okay. So we have to test the will, and we only have a 2 here. Well, let's see. And we were successful. That's pretty good. Anything else? No, I don't think so, actually. But I missed something here. When I was fighting the cultist, before resolving the strength test, lose 1 sanity. So that's something I have to do. So I only have 2 sanity left, which is pretty bad. Okay, and then another gate will open. And this time it's in Istanbul, which is here. And I think the clue token remains there, although I'm not absolutely sure about that. I have to check that. Yeah, I think the clue token stays here. And then, in addition, we have to spawn a monster there. And that's another ghoul. Okay, that could be worse. So that is definitely, that was a terrible round. That was so absolutely bad. But we're not done yet. The world fights back. And that sounds good. Across the globe, headlines announce terrors that threaten to engulf humanity. Individuals everywhere take action against these horrors and assist those who have already been fighting the Ancient One. Yeah, guys, come on. Each investigator may do one of the following. Recover 2 health, recover 2 sanity, discard 1 monster from its space. Okay, so I think let's start with this guy here. Well, I don't know. I mean, yeah, I think he will recover 2 sanity. So he's back at 6 then. And then it's Trish. And I'm not sure. I mean, yeah, I think she will kill the ghoul then. Why not? Yeah, she kills the ghoul or discards the ghoul, and that's fine. It's gone then. And well, I think she will also recover 2 sanity. So that brings her to 4 then. Okay, fine. So that was at least a card which wasn't so bad, but still I wish I would have been able to close these 2 gates. That was just damn unlucky. Okay, anyway, next turn. Let's hope for something better now. So my basic idea is still that he tries to gain that clue token here, then moves here and deals with the rumor, and finally kills... Actually, that's interesting. I mean, we have now here an Eldritch token. So basically, he could simply try to kill the deep one there a second time. That's kind of cool. Problem is that well, we need 2 clue tokens to get rid of this rumor, and that's a bad one. Damn. Well, I think I still prefer to get the clue token here. I think that would be very, very good. And then on the next turn can move here and try to get rid of this rumor, which is, I think, more dangerous than this mystery here. So yeah, what I'm gonna do is basically nothing. What is that? Well, that doesn't help anymore. Any other action? Well, that's a good one. I could try to do the Blessing of Isis. Why not? It would give me a blessed condition. Yeah, why not? So let's do that. So yeah, I got to test lore -1, and I have the arcane tome. So I got a +2 here. So overall, I got a lore value of 3 then. And that's a success. And that means I will gain a blessed condition. And this might be helpful to get this clue token, which is really important for the following turns. Because then I can try to to get rid of the Mythos and of the Deep One attack, but let's see. So what do we have here? 4, 5, and 6 is counter successes. Yeah, of course. So if you would gain another blessed condition, flip this card instead. If you would gain a cursed condition, discard this card instead. And if this thing is triggered on a 1 or 2, discard this card. Okay. And then we have to flip this card. And it says, resolve the effect based on your test result. Your chanting fills the air with ancient voices, and you fear the invocation has drained part of your life away. Lose 1 health. Then flip this card. Okay, I can live with that. It's not so bad. So that was my first action. So, and you know, I can only, yeah, well, basically, okay, and then I will rest. I will simply rest, and that gives me back my health, and then, in addition, I can use the arcane tome. When you perform a rest action, you may test lore. If you pass, gain 1 spell. Okay, and let me see. Okay, I simply got a lore value of 2 now, because it's not a spell effect, so the tome doesn't help here. Let's see. No. Oh, wait a second, I was blessed. I forgot. So I can take these dice now. And a 4, I think I had a 4. Did I? So I think that was actually a success. But I will roll again with these dice. I'm not sure anymore. Sorry. So let's do it again. Nope. No success here. Okay. And then it's it's Trish now. Trish Scarborough. And she's here in Arkham now without a monster, so she can try to close that gate in the next turn. Or in this phase. So she will now rest, which gives her an additional sanity and an additional health, and then she can try to get rid of this paranoia condition. On a 5 or 6, it's gone, but it isn't. fine or, well, not so fine. And then she has another action. Okay. So, let me see. I think she will simply prepare for travel now. And, well, yeah, she takes a ship token. And that's it then. And now it's Diana Stanley. And now she actually does this action. If there's a cultist monster on your space, discard all monsters on your space or move the cultist monster to any other space. So now we will move this monster here, the cultist, to the pyramids. Because basically it's a cool thing to do one of these expeditions. You can move there. There is this expedition marker here. And if you are successful on this expedition, you would gain a great artifact. So that's pretty cool. But the problem is the mummy is really strong. And you can see here with -2 and 3 life points. So that's really a problem. And so in a way it blocks the whole expedition. So that means now if we go with Diana later on this space, we can discard the mummy, and that would be pretty cool. Okay, and so that was the first action, and then I'm thinking about also resting, and yeah, because I cannot acquire any more assets, I think this could be a good idea. I could also try to damn, I'm not sure what to do. I think I will rest. Yeah, I think that's okay actually. Then I'm fit again. That's okay. Okay, fine. So, let's come to the encounter phase now. And let's hope this one is better than the last one was. So, maybe that was stupid. I'm not sure. We might have moved better here, maybe to London with Trish. Now it's too late. Maybe that would have been better. Try to close that gate before it goes here. But okay, I mean, yeah, it's now a little late. I think that was a pretty stupid idea, actually. Okay, it's too late now. We should have gone there. Damn. I really wonder if I should do this another way. I mean, I haven't rolled with her. Oh yes, actually I did. Well, I did that test action. And then I simply, yeah, exactly, I remember now, I acquired this. I will not do this. I will not take that, but instead move here. I think that's pretty important. I think that's okay. I mean, I cheated here a little bit, but yeah, not that much. I think it was okay still. So I will not prepare for travel here, but I will simply move here, travel to London, and then try to close this gate before the Omen track moves here, because yeah, we really want to avoid the Doom track moving on. It's not looking that great at the moment. So anyway, now we have the encounters, and now it's Leo, and he really wants to get that clue token now. So, well, he has to draw in a research encounter. Okay, so he's on the sea now. You wake up on a reef with no sign of your ship. An enormous star spawn rises from the sea and places its thought into your mind. You may gain a dark pact condition to gain this clue and a mists of release spell. If you do not, discard this clue and a star spawn monster ambushes you. I think I will take that dark pact. I don't know really what it is, but I want that damn clue. Okay, so he gains the Mists of Relay spell, and it says, during the encounter phase you may test lore. If you pass, you may choose an encounter as if there are no monsters on your space. And then he's got that Dark Pact. Roll 1 die, only if it is triggered. On a 1 it is time to fulfill your part of the bargain. Flip this card. Okay. But he's got a clue token, and I think that's pretty important. Okay, so that was his encounter phase, and then it's Trish, and she now has to fight that goat spawn, which is not easy at all. Okay, so first she has to do a horror check. So she's got 2 dice to do that, and she needs 1 success. And she has that. So no sanity loss for her. And now it's getting a little harder. She's got a strength of 3. And the automatic gives her 6, but we got a -2 here, so she only has 4 dice. So this is not going to be easy. She needs 2 successes to kill that monster. And she has these! That was great. That was awesome. So the goat spawn is killed. Very cool. And that allows her now to try to seal the gate, or to close the gate in London. So let's draw one of these gate cards. That would be really good. Would be pretty important, actually. This is Lost Carcosa. At an elaborate masquerade, you talk to decadent partygoers who are all maneuvering to be declared as the proper heir to the crown. So that's possible. We have to do an influence test. And we have an influence of 3, so chances are not so bad. Yeah, we did it. Great. Believing that you can help him, a guest attempts to bribe you. Gain 1 artifact. Seeing this, the queen demands that you unmask. She questions you relentlessly in an attempt to discover what you've learned. Become delayed unless you spend 2 clue tokens. If you spend the clues, you gain her favor. Close this gate. Yeah. Okay, that's a problem because we don't have these clue tokens. Damn it. So first we gain an artifact. That's the Necronomicon. Pretty good artifact, but it doesn't help her at all. She's the wrong person with that. Test lore. If you pass, you may spend 1 sanity to gain 2 spells. Doesn't really help. She's pretty bad in lore. And now this whole game is not looking good anymore. Okay, so well, we weren't able to spend the clues. It's as simple as that. So we are delayed. Yeah, and finally it's Diana Stanley, and she can also try to close a gate. The Great Hall of Celiano. You are stunned to see a familiar face reading through tomes of dark sorcery. You try to catch a glimpse of what he's reading without alerting him to your presence. So we have to do an observation -1 test. So we have 2. And we made it. You learn what he's been reading and realize that he has opened a portal between worlds. Close this gate. Well, that's at least a start. Okay. Afterward, you examine the book that he was reading. Do a lore test. Okay, so I got the Arcane Scholar, so I got 5 here. That looks pretty good. Okay, fine. That was a success. If you pass, gain 1 clue or 1 spell. If you fail, you've never encountered... Okay, so we could now choose between 1 clue and 1 spell. And I'm thinking about taking that spell because... yeah, I'm pretty powerful in magic, so I think... On the other hand... That's hard to say. I mean, there are some... I don't know, really. I don't know. Damn it. I guess I'd take the spell. It's a tough decision because in some of these mysteries you need the clues, and there is not much time left to handle these mysteries. So maybe it's a better idea to take a clue. Actually, it's really hard to say. Okay, I think I'd take the clue. I'll take a clue token here. They can be extremely important, so I guess I'll take the clue token here. Okay. So at least she was successful in closing that gate. And then we draw another Mythos card, and it's looking pretty bad now. Yeah, again, one of these bad cards. So this thing moves on, and that means that we lose now here. This goes here, and then it moves right away a second time because of the stars aligned. And because of this gate here now, this moves down here. So, yeah, that was really bad. Very unlucky. And then let's see. Is there anything else triggered? Yes, it's the Dark Pact, so we have to roll for that. On a 1, we have to pay. And nope. And then it's the Blessed Condition. On a 1 or 2, it goes away. Nope, very good. And now it's the Paranoia Condition. So here we have to do a test with 2 dice, a will test. And again, we were successful, very good. And then, what is it then? That's it for now. Then another gate spawns in Buenos Aires. Great. And I think we're at the point where we can say we've lost this game, and that's a little sad actually. We got this Loigor here appearing, and that is just really bad. A terrible, terrible monster. Okay. Yeah. So, let's see. The scope of the tremor was so vast that newspapers in every country reported on the damage done and the tragic destruction of ancient wonders. The world shakes. Each investigator on the active expedition space or an adjacent space loses 2 health and becomes delayed. Okay, this is not the case here. Then search the expedition encounter deck for each card corresponding to the active expedition and return it to the game box. Then shuffle the expedition encounter deck. So the pyramids are destroyed. Okay, let's see. Okay, so that's it. And I gotta be honest, I'm a little frustrated now. I think I've rolled terrible during this whole video, and especially that I was not able to kill the ghoul and the cultist, and to close these 2 gates in time. I think that might have broken my neck during this game, because I think then this thing would be here at 6 now instead of 4, and that's quite a difference. So not sure if there's still a chance now, to be honest. I don't think so. Yeah, I think the game will be pretty soon over. So there's one more video. Problem is now we have 2 of these blue gates open here, and there is no chance that we can close this one, and that one is also too strong guarded by the Loigor. So in the next turn, when this thing moves here, this track will move again 2 spaces. Maybe not. Maybe she can close it. I mean, she's now delayed, but she has a chance to try to close the gate in the... okay, maybe that's a little chance left then. But still, I'm not really optimistic, to be honest. At least he might have a chance in the next turn to get rid of this stupid... of this rumor. And then... let's see. I'm not very confident now. Anyway, if you want to see me lose, hope to see you in my next video. Until then, bye.